Okay, in this video I want to go over a little more things about the Addy creation stuff. I think I covered most of it before. Just keep in mind they need to be able to pay, they need to be able to bid, and they need to go into people's Addy queue based on based on meeting the criteria that they put in place. And the most expensive ads in the queue show up as their 30 ads per month to watch. After they watch 30 ads per month, there won't be any addies over here for that month. And the following month, 30 new addies will be on there every time they come on. The addy watch slash addy remaining will go from, if they watch one, it'll be 129. I mean, they watched one, they got 29 more to watch. Of course, all this needs to be dynamic. All of this needs to be dynamic. As soon as they come vested, this turns into a green vested. Commission number needs to be vested. Needs to be commit. This first number is commission for the current month, which needs to be dynamic. And then this is not paid yet. Another thing I forgot to tell you, we need a process check button here. When you click the process check button, it needs to send a message to the admin that that particular person has requested the processing of a check, and a check will be processed and mailed out to them. Okay, let's see. Of course, we have the capability of changing the avatar in this section. Sales center. This also has to be dynamic. Right here, this has to be dynamic. If I'm sitting here, every time I reload this page, if another person in my downline has watched an addy, these need to go up. Commissions all stay the same, and the amount of money earned that month on that level needs to go up as an active thing. Administrative is only here for an admin, which gives me the capability of changing a person's sponsor to move them around in the thing. In the affiliate marketing, we talked about making the addy and adding the questions. First question has to be this addy was about. The only one that has to be correct is that one. The following up to 9 are survey type questions. You know, are you familiar with this brand? Have you bought this brand in the last 6 months? Yes, no. Just kind of survey questions that don't have any correct answer. And when this addy, say this person wants to run 1,000 addies, at any time dynamically, they will be able to log into their addy creator account and see the statistics of that addy. They'll see who answered what based on some of the administration, like overall on question number 1 or 100% right, because they don't get credit for it till they get the first one right. If question number 2 is a yes/no question, it'll show the percentage of people who said yes, percentage of people who said no, and some other little statistics that we'll figure out to add in there so that they can do market research on each of the 9 up to 9 questions they can ask after the first one. Another issue I'm going to try to pop into the training video, how money is made. Okay, now I want you to notice here
Welcome to
that when we
AddyCAD.
get to
Training video
the
30 required.
oh, here's a good example of what
that
it
I
used
am
to
not
be.
vested.
This is a good example of what it used to be. AddyQ 0 of 30. But notice below, these are addies. These are active links. 2 addies that have been created that is currently not working. Okay. Here's the process check button that used to work. Monthly fee is also going to be added in there. It's a 3.95 cent monthly fee only if the person makes more than $24.95 in that particular month. If they don't, that fee is not processed when they process a check for that month. I know I'm getting kind of complicated. Let's get the cash back later. That's another issue.
Means that in this particular
what an addy is. Okay, now there's a good example here. This is a created addy for phishing. You got the video that you're going to watch, which is just watching a commercial. As you can see, the quiz is here. Right now, the quiz is underneath. I don't want that to be the case. I want them to have to watch the video in its entirety before it goes to another page that has the quiz on it. I don't want them to sit here and say this ad is about, oh, it's fishing. I can click off fishing and fishing equipment. Click. I can answer it while I'm watching it. I want them to have to watch the video. I don't want them to have the capability of fast forwarding through the video. I want them to have to watch the video. If it's 30 seconds long, 1 minute long, they have to watch it. After they completed watching it, it can either automatically go to the quiz, or you can have a button that says take quiz. Um, or no, take survey. Let's get rid of this quiz. Quiz is not the right word. Take quiz. And also, when they complete the
First, there is
quiz,
a,
when they
of course,
complete the
it's fishing
quiz,
equipment.
as you
So
see
there,
they're doing here,
how you feel.
and the other,
I
it's a good
consider this
example.
brand.
It's a good example of how do you consider this brand a premium brand. I strongly agree. I agree. I disagree. I strongly disagree. There's survey questions. There's just, how likely are you to, how will you follow up? And this is another thing. Most of our Addy people will have a final question that would you like to have a link following the Addy? Would you like to have a link to a page for a special for a special offer for that particular product to buy online or to print out a coupon? And if you hit yes and you go through, it'll show it to you, and I'll show you
A
that in a minute.
premium brand.
Okay.
Again, there are no correct offer
Okay.
offered by the vendor, or a certificate for a restaurant, or a coupon for 50% off the purchase of that product, and in some cases even a discount code that you can use at a web page for a special discount for AddyCat members. Now, when you complete the survey, you hit submit. After you've hit submit,
One thing I want to notice, I want you to show here, I want this to say survey finished. I don't know what this show quiz is all about. We don't need that. Uh, okay, this is just a note to investors that you could put. In this case, there was a link where you could click to Cabela's and you could buy that fish finder that's in that commercial. Or it may be for a local restaurant, say come in for a free, whatever they create for down here, they can create a coupon for that, or they can put in to another space at the end of the Addy creating wizard a banner, and people that are doing advertisers know how to create banners, or create a coupon, and they can click on there to get a coupon that goes at their own website. Uh, but as you can see, we finished it. I don't want this to say exam, and we got a link that you can link to that particular store, buy that particular product if you want to. Also, it says, congratulations, you completed this Addy, and it will be credited to your account. We want that to be there. If they get that first question right, if they watch the video, and then after the video is complete, they go either automatically or by clicking a button to the, I gotta quit saying exam, to the survey. They finish the survey. They get credit for the Addy, and those numbers that we talked about earlier in those tables will go up by 1 for some people, and also it'll show that they completed one of their 30 Addies.
see down here, congratulations, you've completed this Addy, and it will be credited to you. Follow this link,
as you can see, you follow the link,
and you end up on the Cabela's website, where you
website.
can make a purchase of that item or any of the other items. And at the completion of your Addy, you can return to your dashboard. So you earn income by first becoming vested, and second, by the people that you recruit in your downline watching Addies. The company's income comes from the sale of these.
Okay, so that's how money is made. A little bit more about the Addies. See if I can go back to my page. I don't want to talk about the back end just yet. There was something I wanted to cover. Let's go ahead and go over the requirements. To be eligible for level 8, you have to do 100. You have to complete your profile 100%. Number 1, you have to get 3 users on your first level. Number 2, Number three, you have to upload some sort of photo or some sort of icon into your avatar. Doesn't have to be your picture, but it's got to be there. You do those three things. Complete your 100% completion of your profile, not counting the fast start plan ones. Uh, I don't know how you want to do that, but the fast start plan is a separate issue. It's not really part of the profile. But what this 100% should not include the 10 steps of the fast start program. Um, okay, that kicks in level 7. Only after those three things are complete, level 7 kicks in. Level 9, I'm sorry, level 7, everybody gets for free. Okay, level 8, 100% profile, put an avatar in, get 3 people in your first level. Number number Level 9 kicks in when you have 9 users on your second level. 9 users on your second level, this 10% kicks in. All right, now level 10 only kicks in when you complete the 10 steps of the fast start plan. You have to complete these, send some verification to us, follow these simple steps, and then we will administratively have to do the have to administratively go in and activate the 10th level for each person that completes the fast start plan. Okay? Or, yes, they complete the fast start plan, level 10 kicks in. Okay, all this stuff needs to be dynamic. You know how messaging works. The recruiting tools, you can go through the training video. It's got a better picture of the recruiting tools. It also has some pictures of the recruiting tools in the fast start plan. Setting administration. See if I can throw in a little back end stuff here. I don't know what kind of back end you're going to have when you write a pure PhD program. But as the admin, I'll of course be able to open up users. The users open up very slowly. Of course, I'm sure that won't happen when you create your PHP version site. I do want to get that. I do want to understand that. Make sure we're a clear understanding of that. We're getting this site up and running on your server in such a way that it works to some degree, but just enough to illustrate to your programmers what we want to build as a virgin site. This cannot be a WordPress site. The reason is that there's going to be, I promise you, millions of people on this site. And it can't be crashing every time WordPress goes from WordPress 4.0 to WordPress 4.1, because that's what has been happening. It can't crash every time one of these plugins in here. If I updated this programmer, this right here, if I updated custom admin, it would crash the whole site. If I click update, in fact, the guy who wrote this for me, the idiot that wrote this for me, said never update any of this stuff. Well, it doesn't work that way. Uh, we have to eliminate plugins. We have to eliminate themes. We have to eliminate all aspects of this being a WordPress site. I want to make sure that y'all understand that's what we're doing. That's what I talked that over with Sentil. I apologize if I am pronouncing his name wrong, and I hope his parents are doing much better. Sentil. I can't remember his name. Sentil. Maybe you'll send back and let me know how that's pronounced. Me and him have worked together for 2 years now. Okay, and I got out of users. All right, so when I go back to users, it takes a while to get there. I might edit some of this out so you don't have to be bored with it, and it may not just as a matter of time. But I don't know how you're going to do a backend. I don't know. I have no idea what the backend is going to look like that you're going to create with a pure PHP program or any other languages that you need to use. But if you notice in here, I can click to, I don't know why the word referrals is there, but if I go to referrals for a particular person, I can change who their uh, who their sponsor is. It's important that I'm capable of doing that there. Uh, I can also see now it doesn't have it here, but I also need to be able to go in as them and see their downline and see how many addies they've watched and all that stuff. Uh, like role. If I switch just to referral administrator and click update, you'll notice I think that it should have put in a tab here. There's a number of missing tabs, but it should have put a tab here for well, when I would log in as her, I would see affiliate marketing, and now Ashley Amquist Brooks would be able to create addies, and I don't want it to be that way. I don't want a regular person that's gotten into AddyCat to watch their addies and recruit people and make money to be the people that are doing the selling the ads. I want that to be a whole separate set of people. You notice like there's no progression here on her 0% on her profile. She hasn't put a thing here, and she has 6 direct affiliates, so she would actually that's still me. This is actually still me because I'm still in as me. So I can't really go into what's done with that. Now, a lot of these plugins and duplicator, of course, that's unnecessary. This is where all the quizzes were created that actually wanted to be surveys, and they're kind of put together into a thing. In fact, I think if I go to quizzes now, if it was had the capability of putting them in there, I would actually be able to look and see each quiz what the people answered. But that's not the way we want to do it. We want our Addy providers to be able to go to their own page. They're going to have their own separate page and look at how many of the addies of each addy has been viewed and see some statistical information about each one of those addies. How many people watched it, how many people answered yes, how many people answered, what percentage of people answered what on each one of the questions, and so on. Pretty complicated stuff there. It's a pretty complicated site, but I know you guys can do it. All right, next I'm going to talk about